I'm not proud of what I walked away from. Everyone around me still thinks I ruined something perfect, but none of them saw what happened behind closed doors when the person who claimed to love me used my trust like a leash. I never screamed, I never fought. I just left. And somehow that's what everyone can't forgive. She stared at me like I was the one ruining her weekend plans and said, if you can't handle me hanging out with my ex every weekend, maybe we just shouldn't be together. No yelling. No argument. Just that line, like she was winning some debate. I took a breath, felt this weird calm wash over me, and replied, you're absolutely right. I didn't raise my voice. Didn't argue. I just let the word sit there while she froze mid-mascara stroke. My name's Ryan, I'm 31, and up until this moment I'd spent 3 years with Jade, good years, comfortable years. We'd shared an apartment for the last one. Things might have stayed that way forever, honestly, until her ex, Dylan, wandered back into our lives like a stray dog we didn't want but somehow had to feed. He moved back to town 6 months ago. At first, it was a casual little update. Oh, Dylan's back. We might grab coffee to catch up. Fine. Sure. Coffee. Whatever. Then it turned into book club. Every Saturday. Cute name, right? Except there was no club. No group. No books. Just Jade and Dylan sitting in his apartment like they were studying for a pop quiz on bad decisions. I tried to play it cool. I really did. Every time I said I wasn't thrilled about it, she threw out the same lines like she'd memorized them off some relationship advice blog. He's just a friend. We only dated for 2 months, like 5 years ago. You're being insecure. So I swallowed it. I told myself not to be that guy. I wanted to trust her. But then, book club expanded. Saturdays turned into Sunday brunch. Oh, and then suddenly Friday movie nights, too, because poor Dylan was going through a rough time with his dad's health. I sympathized with the dad, but sympathy does not require 7-hour hangouts with your old flame. The breaking point landed 3 weeks ago. That's when my boss offered me a dream promotion, head of our London office. Salary bumped up to $130K, they'd relocate me, pay for a 3-bedroom flat for an entire year. The type of deal people wait their whole careers for. I'd turned it down. Not once, twice. Because Jade couldn't stand the idea of leaving her family behind. Flash to that Saturday. Jade walks out of the bedroom dressed like she's auditioning for a perfume commercial. Fresh curls, new dress, the expensive perfume she never wore for our date nights. And she's putting all that effort into book club. I tried one more time. One last lifeline. You sure you don't want to skip today? We could try that new Korean place, just us. She scoffed like I had asked her to cancel Christmas. God, Ryan. We've been over this. Dylan and I are friends. If you don't trust me hanging out with my ex every weekend, maybe we shouldn't be together. She delivered the line like she expected me to back down or apologize. I didn't. I looked at her, really looked at her, and said quietly, you're absolutely right. Her lips curled into a smug little smile. Finally. See? I knew you'd. And then it hit her. Her face dropped. Wait, what? We shouldn't be together, I repeated. 12 different emotions flickered across her face, shock, anger, panic, fake confusion, a little offended ego. It was like watching someone scroll through emotional emojis in real time. Ryan, I didn't mean it like. No, I said. You made a very clear point. This isn't working. I walked to the bedroom, grabbed my laptop, and emailed my boss, I'll take the London position. Start date in 2 weeks. Jade chased after me, voice rising. What are you doing? I was just frustrated. You can't just. I'm accepting a job offer, I said calmly. You should stay at your parents' tonight. Or Dylan's. Totally up to you. She stared at me like I slapped her with a salmon. Are you seriously breaking up with me over this? You literally just said we shouldn't be together. I'm just agreeing. She wasn't crying out of sadness. I could tell. These were angry, how dare you not choose me tears. This is ridiculous, Ryan. It's just friendship. Cool, I said with a shrug. Be friends. I'll be in London. She snatched her purse and stormed out like she wanted the door to feel her wrath, shouting something about how I'd regret this. 20 minutes later, the regret machine kicked in. My phone buzzed so much it could have vibrated off the table. Baby, let's talk about this. You can't end 3 years like this. I'll stop seeing Dylan if it bothers you. Ryan, please. You're being immature. I didn't reply. I just started packing. And the room felt lighter with every shirt I folded. I thought the story ended there. But I was wrong. So wrong. Right after the breakup, Jade didn't go home to cool off or think things through. Nope. She went straight to Dylan's place. How do I know? Because she broadcasted it to the world at 2 in the morning. Instagram story. Wine glass. His couch clearly in the background. Caption read. When life gives you lemons at 2 a.m. Subtle. Real subtle. A few hours later, her best friend Mia blew up my phone like I was the one who owed her answers. Mia, wait, did you guys actually break up? Me, yeah. Jade suggested it. Mia, she's telling everyone you're moving to London? Me, yep. Leaving in 2 weeks. Then Mia hits me with a line I will never forget. But Jade said you'd never leave because you're too attached to your mom. My mom, who lives in Florida. I see her twice a year. Apparently, I'm a mama's boy in absentia. While everyone was busy gossiping, I was busy getting my life together. I had things to do. Turned in my 2 weeks notice. Scheduled movers, company paid for. Shipped clothes to London. Found someone to take over my lease. Booked my transfer flight. Meanwhile, Jade suddenly remembered that I existed. She tried to swing by the apartment while I was packing, only to discover the locks had been changed. She wasn't on the lease, she just stayed over constantly, like a raccoon who brings toiletries. I heard her pounding on the door. "Ryan, I know you're in there. We need to talk." I didn't open it. I just texted her. "Your stuff is in boxes by the door. Please pick them up." Seconds later. "I'm not taking my stuff because I'm not leaving. You can't just lock me out." I reminded her the lease was under my name and she never changed her mailing address to mine. Remember how she insisted on keeping her parents' address? She thought she could dodge city taxes by pretending she still lived at home. That clever little scheme finally came back around, like a boomerang made of paperwork. After getting nowhere, she stormed off and immediately told our entire friend group I was having a mental breakdown and abandoning my life for a stupid job. Cute. Very cute. But then the universe delivered a gift. My buddy Ethan works at the same gym as Dylan. That's when the bomb dropped. Ethan overheard Dylan on the phone, saying, "Yeah, she's practically single now. Her boyfriend's having some crisis." "No, babe. I told you she's just a friend. Of course I'm still coming to your sister's wedding." "Babe." Who was babe? Turns out Dylan has a girlfriend named Olivia. She lives 2 hours away and comes down every other weekend, the exact weekends Jade told me she had important family stuff to attend. And it gets worse. Ethan sent me screenshots from their gym group chat. Messages from 2 months ago. "Dudes, you gotta see this chick I'm hooking up with. Her boyfriend thinks we're doing book club." Complete with laughing emojis. I didn't rant. I didn't threaten. I didn't call her names. I simply forwarded the screenshots to Jade, with one word. Interesting. She called me 17 times. I didn't pick up. I was too busy booking my flight to London. End of update 1. And trust me, it only gets messier from here. My flight to London was at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Not just any Saturday. The same day Jade had her precious book club every weekend for 3 straight months. Fitting, right? That morning, I was sipping coffee, double-checking my bags, feeling that weird mix of nerves and freedom, when suddenly the doorbell goes off like someone's trying to summon the dead. I open the door and there they are, Jade, her mother Diane, and her sister Haley, lined up like a judgmental firing squad. No warning. No texting first. Just a surprise intervention. Diane steps forward with that tone people use right before they hand you a pamphlet about your problem. "Ryan, sweetheart, Jade told us about your mental health crisis." I blinked. What crisis? Haley didn't miss a beat. This sudden decision to abandon your entire life and move across the world. It's clearly a cry for help. I almost laughed. Instead, I took a deep breath. It's a 70% pay increase and an executive position. Silence. Like math had personally offended them. Haley threw out another pitch. "But what about Jade? You can't just leave her." She ended things, I reminded them calmly. "I'm respecting her decision." Jade practically exploded, face turning the color of a ripe tomato. I didn't mean it literally. I shrugged. "Then maybe don't use ultimatums you don't mean." Diane switched tactics like she was negotiating a hostage situation. "But what about the apartment? Jade's been living here." "No," I corrected her. "She's been staying here. Her mail goes to your house. She isn't on the lease, she's not on any bills. Legally, she's a guest." Haley glared at me. "You're really going to abandon her over one little friendship?" I didn't argue. I didn't raise my voice. I simply pulled out my phone and scrolled to the screenshots of Dylan's gym chat. The ones where he bragged about book club. I handed it to Diane. Her face went white. Is this real?" Jade's cheeks lit up bright red. "Those are out of context." I raised an eyebrow. What context makes her boyfriend thinks we're doing book club sound better? Nobody had an answer. Just 3 very uncomfortable women staring at the floor. On their way out, Jade called me emotionally abusive for spying on Dylan. I reminded her I wasn't spying. Ethan literally came to me because he thought I deserved the truth. They left. No hugs. No apologies. Around noon, I posted a photo on Instagram of my suitcase and passport with the caption, "New adventure begins. London, here I come." The comments flew in immediately. "Bro, what? Is this why Jade's been crying on her stories? London? When were you gonna say something?" 2 hours later, I'm walking onto the plane, boarding group sticker peeling a little off my jacket, feeling weirdly light, and my phone buzzes one last time. "Jade, what are you doing this weekend? Can we talk?" I took a selfie at the gate, flight board to London glowing proudly behind me, and sent it. Her response came instantly. "This isn't funny, Ryan." I typed back. "Not trying to be funny. Boarding closes in 10 minutes. You're seriously leaving? You seriously thought I'd stay after you chose your ex over our relationship?" I didn't choose him. Every weekend for 3 months says otherwise. Then, "I'm coming to the airport. I'm already through security. Safe travels." I turned off my phone, tucked it into airplane mode, settled into my seat, and watched the world shrink beneath the clouds. For the first time in a long time, I felt like my life was actually mine. Update 2, over. And believe it or not, the story doesn't end here. I've been here just a few weeks and I swear, it already feels like I've been living in a different universe. The flat they gave me? Unreal. Exposed brick walls, a balcony with a view of the Thames, 5-minute walk to the office. The kind of place you stop and stare at before unlocking the door because you still can't believe it's yours. And the job? For the first time in years, I'm actually happy to go to work. The team is sharp, collaborative, hilarious. We grab coffee after meetings, argue about football while eating lunch, and somehow get a ton done anyway. Life feels fun again. But chaos apparently has a long-distance plan, because the drama didn't stay in the States. Jade's meltdown. Out of nowhere, Jade detonated on social media. She posted some long, tragic monologue about how I abandoned our relationship without warning, how I chose money over love, how I refused to work on things. Real Oscar-worthy content. The comments section? Let's just say the internet didn't buy her tickets to the pity party. Didn't you basically dump him for Dylan? Girl, you posted from Dylan's apartment every weekend. Team Ryan victory hand. Someone even wrote, "Tay Ryan," like they were too excited to type correctly. I appreciated the energy. Within a few hours, the post was gone. Enter Olivia, aka Karma in human form. Then I got a DM from a woman named Olivia. "Hey, you don't know me, but I'm Dylan's girlfriend." Or, I was. She said she saw Jade's breakup rant and asked Dylan about it. His response? "She's psycho and obsessed with me." He actually tried to make Jade sound like a stalker. Even I choked on my tea. Olivia asked if that sounded true. I sent her everything. The fake book club details. Gym chat screenshots. Timeline of their friendship weekends. She wasn't just angry, she was heartbroken. But she was also done. And then she sent me something back. Screenshots of Dylan texting her about Jade. She's just lonely since her boyfriend works so much. She needs a friend. Yeah, she's cute, but she's nothing compared to you, babe. Her boyfriend's kind of a loser anyway. Probably makes like 40k doing IT or something. For the record, I was making 75k. Now I make 130k. But sure, Dylan, tell your lies and manifest your jealousy. Olivia's revenge. She didn't leave quietly. No, she nuked his reputation from orbit. She posted the screenshots publicly with captions like, #cheater, #liar, #bookclubmyass. I actually applauded. Alone. In my London kitchen. Felt like watching justice as performance art. Dylan's breakdown. Suddenly, I started getting calls from random numbers. 3 different ones in an hour. I finally answered, and of course, it was Dylan. "Bro, you need to control your woman. She's destroying my life." Control my woman? I almost laughed. Not my woman. Not my problem. This is between me and Jade. You had no right? You had no right to sleep with my girlfriend every weekend, but here we are. We weren't. Dylan, I don't care. I'm in London. Deal with your own mess. He tried every excuse after that. According to him, Jade seduced him. According to Jade, he manipulated her. Honestly, they were both scrambling to avoid being the villain, when in reality, they were perfect for each other. 2 people who only tell the truth after it explodes in their hands. Let them enjoy their happily ever disaster. Just when I thought distance, time zones, and an entire ocean might finally give me peace, Jade decided to go all in on her last gamble. She flew to London. Yep. She showed up at my office building like she was in some dramatic airport romance movie, except instead of flowers and a speech, she had entitlement and desperation. Security stopped her immediately. Bless those men. Absolute heroes. They wouldn't let her in, so she just waited outside. For 4 hours. Sitting on a bench like a raccoon guarding a trash can. When I finally stepped out for lunch, she practically leapt up. "Ryan, we need to talk." I was stunned. "Jade, how did you even?" She shrugged like this was a normal thing. "Mia follows your coworker on Instagram." I recognized the building from his story. So yes. Cross-continental stalking. Olympic level. I told her she couldn't be here, but she dropped the infamous guilt trump card. I flew 4,000 miles. The least you can do is have coffee with me. Against my better judgment, and because I didn't want an international meltdown on the sidewalk, I agreed. 1 coffee. In public. The coffee. She looked worn. Hair oily, no makeup, baggy sweatshirt she'd been wearing all week in her stories. No confidence, no smug comments. Just shaking hands around a cheap coffee cup. She opened with, "I made a mistake." I stared at her. "Which one?" She swallowed hard. "The ultimatum. The lies. Dylan. All of it. I thought I could have both. I thought you'd always be there." I asked quietly, "Why would you think that?" Her answer was honest. Painful, but honest. "Because you always were. You never stood up to me. You never called me out. I thought you were a doormat." She started crying into her sleeve, and for a second, I almost felt bad. Until I remembered everything. "You told our friends I was too attached to my mom to ever leave." She nodded, sobbing. "You lied about book club for months." More tears. "You slept with Dylan while I was turning down my dream job for you." She whispered, almost defensively. "We only slept together twice." I leaned back. "Oh, twice. My mistake. That makes it completely fine." She panicked. "I mean, it didn't mean anything." I nodded. "Neither did our relationship, apparently." She reached for her phone like it held salvation. "Look, I've changed. I blocked Dylan. I'm in therapy. I'm working on myself." I truly meant it when I said, "Good. Really. I hope it helps. But I've moved on." Her voice cracked with disbelief. "You've been here a month. You can't have moved on." I met her eyes. "I moved on the moment you said we shouldn't be together. I just took your advice." The final card. Then she played her ace. The one she thought would trap me. "I'm pregnant." I actually laughed. Out loud. In a cafe. "No, you're not." She snapped. "How do you know?" I didn't even blink. "Because we haven't had sex in 2 months. You were always too tired after book club. Unless it's Dylan's." Her face collapsed. Soft. Broken. Caught. "I'm not pregnant." "I know." She whispered, I needed you to care. I exhaled. Not angry. Not triumphant. Just done. I did care. For 3 years. You just didn't notice until I stopped. She flew back that same night. Before she boarded, she sent one last desperate message. I'll wait for you. However long it takes. I didn't reply. I just blocked her. That was the end of Jade's chapter. And honestly, my life finally started on the next page. Remember how Jade swore she'd wait for me however long it takes? Yeah, that lasted about 2 weeks. Not even a billing cycle. Suddenly, every photo on her Instagram featured some dude named Kieran, her CrossFit coach. Every caption was a motivational fortune cookie. The right person finds you when you're working on yourself. Sometimes your soulmate was spotting you all along. Love is lifting, emotionally and physically. Mia sent me the updates like she was reporting live from the scene. She basically lives at his place already. 3 weeks in. Same cycle, different biceps. Pattern's gonna pattern. But here's where it goes from predictable to sitcom stupid. LinkedIn, the unhinged reunion request. One morning, while I was answering emails and eating toast that cost too much but tasted worth it, I got a notification on LinkedIn. Dylan. The same Dylan who lied, cheated, bragged in gym chats, and blew up 3 relationships in one go. He messaged me like we were frat bros catching up after graduation. Hey man, heard you're killing it in London. I just got an offer there myself. Would love to buy you a beer and clear the air. This absolute walnut genuinely thought we'd be friends now. I responded. No thanks. Good luck, though. He sent another message. Because of course he did. Come on bro, water under the bridge. Jade meant nothing to me. And that's exactly the problem, isn't it? She meant nothing, but he still destroyed a relationship for fun. I didn't reply. He took the job anyway. Guess who moves in? 2 weeks later, the universe gifted me another punchline. Dylan didn't just move to London. He moved into my building. Same building. What are the odds? Apparently 100% when karma wants a front row seat. Second week after his arrival, I walk into the lobby and see Dylan with a girl who looked barely out of university. He grins like we're pals on vacation. Ryan, bro. This is Chloe. Chloe, this is my buddy Ryan. I didn't even pause. We're not buddies, Dylan. Chloe blinked. Dylan turned the color of ketchup. Don't be like that, man. We're neighbors now. I smiled and lied through my teeth. Not for long. I'm moving next month. Reader, I was not moving. I just wanted him to sleep less peacefully. The building WhatsApp massacre. Turns out Chloe was smarter than she looked. That night, she Googled him. And surprise, Olivia's glorious exposé popped right up. Screenshots, hashtags, the infamous hashtag book club my ass. Chloe decided to dump him. Over text. Except she made one tiny mistake. Instead of texting Dylan directly, she sent it into the building's WhatsApp group. A group with 212 residents. Security guards, tenants, maintenance people, everyone. Her message read, Dylan, I can't believe you're the book club cheater. We're done. You could feel the building collectively turn its head like a courtroom crowd. The chat exploded. Reactions. GIFs. Popcorn emojis. And now? The security guys don't call him Dylan anymore. They call him Book Club. He hates it. I love it.so, remember Jade's CrossFit romance with Kieran the life-changing gym soulmate? Yeah, that relationship detonated faster than a protein shake without a lid. Turns out Kieran was also just friends with his ex, and their workouts looked a little too hands-on. One day Jade walked into the gym and caught them mid-stretch. And not the innocent, yoga kind. We're talking full-contact Pilates. Spiritually and physically compromising. Not long after, my WhatsApp pinged. Forgot I hadn't blocked her there. Rookie mistake. Jade, now I understand how you felt. I'm so sorry. I left her on read. No words needed. London Air isn't for recycling old conversations. The real karma plot twist. Remember Jade's genius plan to cheat taxes by pretending she still lived with her parents? The whole, I swear I don't live with my boyfriend, I just keep my clothes there, routine? Well, someone reported her. A mysterious someone. A very motivated someone. A someone who works at the state tax department. That someone was Olivia. Yes, Dylan's actual girlfriend. Turns out she takes tax fraud personally. Jade ended up owing 3 years of back taxes, interest, and penalties. Total bill, about 18 grand. Her parents had to bail her out. But only if she moved back home for real this time. Tax strategy complete. Meanwhile, in London, Dylan still lives in my building, but word spreads fast here. Our industry is way smaller than you'd think, and Book Club Cheater has become his unofficial job title. He's gone to 0 romantic events without someone whispering the story. No dates. No flirting success. No redeeming arc. He still tries to talk to me in the elevator. Bro. I stare straight ahead. He is a ghost, haunting his own bad decisions. The security guards still call him Book Club. He hates it. I do not. Messages from the past. Last week, I get a text from Haley, Jade's sister. Jade wanted me to tell you she's sorry. She's really working on herself now. I answered honestly. That's good. I hope she figures things out. Then Haley adds. She also wanted to know if you're seeing anyone. Yes. Yes, I am. Life now. Her name is Aoife, pronounced EEFA, bless Irish names. She's hilarious, honest, works in publishing, and thinks the entire book club saga is the funniest disaster she's ever heard. She doesn't have an ex she hangs out with every weekend. No secret emotional squat partner. No, just friends, Pilates rendezvous. Just respect. And calm. And laughter. Last week, I had my 6-month review. Got another raise, plus a permanent contract. The company asked if I wanted to stay long-term. I said yes before they finished the sentence. And Jade? Her latest post says, grow through what you go through. Sometimes the best thing someone can do is leave so you can find yourself. Comments were turned off. To everyone who said I should have fought harder for the relationship. Why? She literally told me we shouldn't be together if I couldn't handle her spending every weekend with her ex. So I respected her opinion. To those saying I was too harsh, I turned down a life-changing opportunity twice for someone who was cheating while calling me insecure. I wasn't harsh. I was late. To the few asking if I regret it. I make nearly double what I used to. I live in a gorgeous city. I'm with someone who actually chooses me. And every day, Dylan has to watch me thrive in the building where everyone calls him book club. My only regret is not taking the job the first time it was offered. Oh, and Jade, since we all know you check my socials with your army of fake accounts. We're going to Paris next month. Don't worry, not with her ex. She doesn't need a book club to be happy. Cheers from London. Edit. Stop asking for Dylan's LinkedIn. We're not summoning demons. Edit 2. Yes, Olivia really works in tax enforcement. No, I didn't ask her to report Jade. Am I upset about it? Absolutely not. Edit 3. For everyone who thinks it's too coincidental that Dylan moved into the same building. It's corporate housing. For other people from our field live here too. London is big. The industry is small. Bad choices apparently travel well.